Big B?
Hello.
Hello. Dark?
Pizza is delicious.
Nice. Tinder?
Hello.
And Sideline.
Hi.
Sorry, Habit. Welcome back to Widdershin Teachings. Last time we don't need to move down to everything, do we, Tinder?
Preferably.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay,
for
first we'll quickly
my
move.
Perfect
And-
number of people. Let's go.
And now I can see how nothing works. Huzzah.
But yes, last time Widdershin Teachings, what did happen? Let's see.
I got myself in a mess.
Yes, Erin, as per usual, makes more work for herself. Ipos healed the old black fur, a strange direwolf from the woods with a runic eye, and is making friends, question mark. Erin, Silas, and Ren went to a picnic, which ended up being slightly tense and also very awkward, where they spoke with a somewhat mythic figure, the alchemist, who he really wasn't having it overall. 2 out of 10 experience, probably. But in the end, Aaron said, give me 3 days and I can make you a body and put you in it, and you can save Leodric, the person whose body he's currently inhabiting. Now Aaron is going, God, 3 days is not long enough.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Ren has decided to step up to the plate for this one.
Poor Ren's like, I guess I'll have to. Oh yes, and Silas stayed behind for a little while to discover that Leodric had actually gathered, well, he's not sure entirely if it's his entire memory, but enough of his memory to know what he did in the past. And last he saw him, he was probably sobbing in the bathroom.
My favorite pastime.
Which sort of returns us to this kind of weird period, because we have people who are basically going, okay, if we put all of our waking hours into this research project, we can finish it in 3 days.
Right.
Which I pose the question is that still the plan?
Oh, the different thing. I think Ren's thing right now is just spend 3 days soloing separation anxiety.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that too.
Well, are you doing? You won't be doing separation anxiety if I'm soloing it.
Right. I'm going to be doing what is the other thing?
There's 2 other things.
Yeah.
There's the affliction, which is very important, and then the blackened heart thing, which it's got deeper secrets, but that's also much longer from the look of it.
That's also maybe not necessarily tied into what you're doing right now. That was more figuring out what the fuck happens if you allowed yourself to game the subtype it offers.
Aaron's going to do alchemical stuff to try and figure out how to fix the Yodric.
Yep.
I'll vessel for separation anxiety.
Because basically what it's sounding like is we want to fast forward a couple of days.
Well, now we get. Well, question is, firstly, Silent, can you complete Leodric's affliction by yourself?
How many points was it again?
300.
It is 300.
250.
Yes, I should be able to.
250. Okay,
I should be able to do that.
Because I'm only pulling it off with with pulling double overtime.
It does. I should say you can ask for other people's help in this. You don't have to do it all by yourself.
No.
I will be
rework.
asking. I will. I will be asking my assistant if he would like to help.
Is that Ipos?
Yes.
I think that's it, boss.
No alchemy.
No.
Does he have heal?
No. I don't think he does anyway.
We can check. I should say that just because those are the requirements listed, if you have something that you think is fitting, you can also suggest that. It's just that in this case you're making a body, so craft feels most appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't have alchemy or heal.
On the other hand,
I have bluff, I could pretend I do.
On the other hand, I would argue he's a druid. Druids are fairly good when it comes to whole, restoration of bodies.
Yeah, but in this case it isn't restoring a body, it's making one.
And it's not even really...
He could be more useful for Leodric's affliction, yes.
I have 3 possibles that we might be able to finagle into making a body somehow.
And honestly, Erin just wants a friend to be able to hang out with because it's like the programming ducky where she needs to be able to talk to something to work out problems.
I mean, he can definitely be a talking buddy.
Yeah.
But if you want actual help, the only real possibilities is knowledge nature, knowledge arcana, or use magic device. They're the only things on Ippos' list that I could feasibly see being finangled into making a body.
Okay. I do have a side thing that could be done, and that could be an assistant for me. I need something that can contain a soul for a longer period of time than just a few seconds, aka the heart. In case we want to actually leverage our position on him and actually communicate with him. And that means I need to get rid of that Prothean in the basement and steal that jar. And use that, and I can cannibalize that jar to act as a temporary holding cell.
I'm not sure I could do that alone.
I think you would.
Yeah, it's a good question actually. What's our esteemed noble Silas doing?
That's another good question.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because what are you doing? Because you might want to have a conversation because you figured out more information.
Yeah. For one thing was like, wasn't I going to have more talks with Leodric?
Do you need them?
I think you can go and talk to him again. However, I did also forget that.
Yeah,
so it's been a busy week.
That's where I was. It's fine. Though actually, no. I want to go to. Silas is actually going to go to Madame Moore and speak with her. Because hey, you want to know who's good at humanoid anatomy or humanoid physiology?
A dog?
She is.
Oh wait.
She's very good at this sort of thing.
Racism. That's certainly an option if you want to go talk to Madame Moore.
Yes, I definitely want her opinion on this, especially if she knows anything more about weird alterations to humanoid physiology.
Because I'll say, if Erin's doing this, a few amputations are maybe going to happen.
Yeah, this is also why I'm getting Madame Moore. I was also looking for for our alchemy teacher, but I can't remember who that is.
That would be Mirko Cerulean. He'll pop up for now.
Yeah, Erin isn't the most.
Mirko.
She's a bit invasive in her surgery.
Really? He's also the cook?
Yeah, he's a famous cook.
Huh.
Who also happens to be a very talented alchemist.
You know what? Fine by me. Yeah, and if possible, I'd probably go to Steve and ask her if she could help me get them, because neither, other than Madame Moore's the only teacher Silas actually knows of those two. So, it would be nice to have someone who's also faculty to go talk to Mirko about getting his help.
In fairness, you also remember her saying that she was going to go talk to him anyway.
Oh, excellent. Good. So we're already there. And all the better.
So let's see. Ren and Aaron plan to know life some research. Silas wants to go talk to Madame Moore and Professor Cerulean. My ability to spell has went down the toilet today.
Poor Astra is going to end up being, I think, going to have an extra role to do during all my crafting, which is going upstairs to refill me more coffees.
Oh, I thought you said Aster, not Astra. I was like,
Astra.
I see him making you coffee.
But no, having Astra fly upstairs to fetch another cup.
Can Astra serve double duty? I need coffee.
Just saying, I am literally going to be working 16-hour shifts 3 days in a row. So.
Side note, I'm going to engage in PvP for a second here.
Oh.
How is Ren feeling about this situation? I'm going to sense motive Ren.
Feel free to roll sense motive against my amazing bluff skill.
Yeah, I know. My bluff is ass too.
No, we've got a pair of really terrible nerds in the basement.
Ren, are you possessed or compulsed?
I am currently not possessed or compulsed.
That's nice. That's good.
For how Ren's feeling right now, incredibly conflicted, and depending on when you're making a sense motive check, incredibly tired.
At the beginning.
Okay. At the beginning, Ren's just more very conflicted. He knows he needs to do this regardless, but when it comes to the whole alchemist, he has, his mind is being stretched 8 different directions trying to figure out what the best answer is, and he doesn't know.
Okay, yeah. Even if you have like a drop of sense motive, Erin's the same way. She,
Ren's actually got a decent sense of motive, so
the only thing she's not conflicted about is actually using the heart. She doesn't like it, that's pretty clearly, but she's not like fussed about actually using it.
you know, just neither's Ren particularly seemingly phased by it at all.
Oh, good. He was disgusted at first, but then fuck it, whatever.
Like he's disgusted by the concept of its own existence, but like after only a short while, he seems to just kind of get used to it, as if something just okay, yeah, it's an evil object, but there might be a little whisper on his shoulder convincing him. Hi, Infomorph.
Must disassociate harder. Must disassociate harder.
I mean, I literally have an Infomorph based off negative emotions. It's getting a field day down here.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Like that thing's gonna be plump and fat when we're done.
Yeah.
But in the same essence, it's probably working quite well to keep Ren kind of stable because it's kind of pulling away some of Ren's anxiety.
Oh yeah, I actually also forgot to mention Dark. From that picnic, Turpitude gains 1 XP.
Yay! I don't think to spend it on yet, but yay.
Quickly just go update that for now. Beep. Okay. I suppose that will circle me back around to Ipos. So Ipos can help on one of these projects, even if it's just by, I don't know, casting buff spells. But you were saying you had 3 skills in mind, Tinder?
Specifically for helping build a body. I've no idea how they would finagle into it, but the only ones that are feasible would be Nature, Arcana, or use Magic Device.
I can think of Arcana and use Magic Device because I do need to actually usurp whatever magical item creation is in the Alchemist cloning vats. So I need to actually fuck with that that magic item. So Arcana and use Magic Device could be helpful.
Yeah, I could see use Magic Device potentially being helpful at least. Because you are using a magical item in this construction of this weird ass wacky body.
Insert evil cackle here.
Just, don't roll in that one. As per usual,
I
with
make no
UMD,
promises.
that go bad. Fair enough. Okay. Right, we'll start with our first bout of research rules then, and then we'll go to Silas meeting with teachers. So, the way this works basically is, roll your appropriate skill. I have a table for things. If you have any appropriate backgrounds in the thing that you're doing, which is making a body, which I don't think any of you really have anything that's applicable here. Let me look.
No, I don't.
Oh no, you get a slight boost because you have made constructs before, and that is at least somewhat applicable to what you're doing.
Okay.
But other than that, if Ren, Aaron, and Ipos can all roll me their skill check for day 1.
I get a bonus for being confident.
Unless your Kobold confidence gives you anything innately, I'm afraid not.
Sigh.
This is also maybe the time to go look up any buff spells if you have anything.
Oh yeah, Tears to Wine for All. I forget what else exists.
Crafter's Fortune's a big one for you guys since it's craft alchemy.
Do I get, like, whatever one it is that boosts charisma? I don't think I do.
Eagle's Splendor? No, yeah?
I think it's Eagle Splendor.
I'll say that's applicable here because chances are you're not manipulating an item the entire day.
Yeah, it's just whether I get it, which, no, it's not on my list. I always forget that that's the one druids don't get.
Do you get Tap Inner Beauty? No.
Times.
Rippy. And I suppose, do you want to ask anyone else to help you on this project?
I'm tempted to say Asta because he can give me a +2 on use magic device, but that's the only reason.
I mean,
the problem is, Ipos, asking people to help is, we got to kind of keep this secret.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Problem with Astor also is he lives really close to those fucks that are part of the suits. Well, they would fucking rat me out immediately.
Oh, one thing, Tinder,
Tis to why it doesn't actually.
what you can do is take advantage of something Princeton offered a long time ago.
That is what we're looking at. Oh,
A nudge of
Nudge of
grace.
Grace.
For 5 gold, for every day you'll get +1 to all charisma checks and skill checks for every day.
Yeah, but that's 5 gold.
I suppose it is not that much, but also, I mean, it's an option if you want it.
I mean, how hard do we really think this will be?
How much was Aaron's workshop giving us a bonus?
Plus
I think it's
2,
only-
I believe.
Yeah. If you're doing craft alchemy for anything, you could technically go down to the basement lab and do it there, and you'll get a +4.
Okay. I'm not
I
doing
don't
alchemy,
believe-
so.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I will pay the 5 gold to Princeton because that +1 counteracts the -1 I'm taking from charisma damage. Thank you, poisons. Or disease.
If you're doing that, he'll just heal 2 of your charisma damage as well. He can do that
Yeah.
at least.
Can he do that? I couldn't think he. I didn't think he was able to do that.
He
Or he'd already
technically
used it or
can, but
something.
he's also using all of his channels in his infirmary duties. But if you're going to the infirmary to get it anyway, he can do double duty on that.
Fuck, I'll take. This is a +11. Don't fuck up.
IMOG.
Didn't fuck
Not
up.
bad. 24.
Do I roll or take 10? I'm rolling.
It's up to you. Are you going down into the basement lab, or are you doing it in your own lab?
My own lab.
Okay. Is that including wet bonus, Finn?
Yeah.
Mine was not including any bonuses for. But I presume Ibos would be there in a lab to help out Aaron.
Yeah. Well, Aaron's lab doesn't unfortunately provide any bonuses for UMD.
The
Okay.
lab sucks.
Do you want my one as well?
Yes, please. This is just for day 1.
Okay. Keep in mind, Ren is both working a double shift,
Yeah.
Ren, are
And-
you using?
and if he's crafting, he works at double speed because he's got Astra.
hmm
So it's quadruple whatever I roll.
Ren, are you using a craft check?
I am using a craft check, yes.
+4.
Ooh.
One
Spicy.
moment.
Have Tears to Wine if you don't already.
I did have Tears to Wine.
The issue is it won't last 16 hours.
I can also make Tears to Wine, so we can get it to last 16 hours.
Oh my god.
You're
We're gonna be drunk off our ass.
you're spiking my coffee, aren't you?
Irish coffee.
So
Is
it's
that what it's called?
in this case, I'm going to take 10, and it's going to be quadruple this.
Okay. As you're fucking putting in the hours.
That's
Calculator.
132.
I'm just gonna put a calculator. Yes. No,
136.
136.
I was close.
As Reddit is working Godspeed.
It's weird, even though Astra obviously doesn't have like a face or even the capacity to feel tired, Ren just feels like fatigue for their empathic link. Perhaps not by themselves, but as like sympathetic fatigue towards you.
Mm-hmm. I will expend my once potato ability to ignore fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also working double shift.
Oh, in which case I'll take the double of your roll. Do you have anything to avoid fatigue?
I do.
Okay.
I would like to make a sleight of hand check
Okay.
as
I'm
I'm going to
curious.
hook myself up to the heart and eliminate fatigue.
Okay. I suppose that technically works.
And then as quickly disconnect myself.
Oh, that is unfortunately not gonna happen.
Oh, is that not how that works? If it's not gonna,
No.
if that's not how that works, then I'm not gonna do that.
As I'll pop up the black bell charm. It affixes itself to you for 24 hours.
Which would put a hamper on me trying to craft using.
Yeah, you're using it, so no, I won't do that. I have other things then.
Okay, ow. Oh wait, so you're still gonna be working double shift?
Yeah, I will just be
Okay.
fatigued tomorrow, and I'll just choose to ignore it.
Choose to ignore it, quotation marks.
I mean, that
Yeah.
means you'll hit exhaustion after that.
Correct.
So we have 2 people working double shifts. We have the part-timer Ipos come in to like jiggle with a magical item a little bit. Okay.
Do you really want me exhausting myself fiddling with a magical item.
No, I don't. I'm not asking you to do.
If Epo's is willing, can he please bring us lunch?
Yeah.
Do you really want what he considers lunch?
Ren is not a picky eater.
Spider legs it is.
I hate this.
I mean, either that or you write down what you want, and he'll take it to the cafe.
That's probably more likely. Also, please note if you're heading to Ren's area of the workshop, please make sure you're wearing smoked goggles or a welding visor because there's going to be bright sparks everywhere.
Ah.
Oh, that's what I could do. Does... Oh, wait, I'm the only full alchemist in the storm, aren't I?
Full metal alchemist. Do you count investigator as alchemist?
I'm asking if any alchemist in the dorm picked up restoration. Lesser restoration.
I don't believe so. The only person who would is Nell. Let me go check him. Because you don't fucking get it for witch, of course. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have second level extracts. No, she does not. Nobody in this storm has restoration.
Does any
as
of the spellcasters that have a book, you have it?
I mean, you do know there is one person who can. There's one person you do know who definitely can cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh right, you could go bother Dante, who is in fact an alchemist.
Please note, Ippos can also cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh, also.
Yeah, I need it
Technically
as a
true.
book so I can. I need it as a book so I can scribe it into my book because I'm gonna yoink that off that person.
I think the major issue is Dante knows it as a psychic spell, not an alchemist.
No, I can. He does he have a spell book? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be in the spell book as the issue.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Yeah, because
Does he have Scribe Scroll as an ability?
No. However, if you did want to bother some of your dorm mates, I believe, does Lillian have Scribe Scroll? Someone in here has Scribe Scroll. You could, if you want to work with Ipos, you could certainly get a Scroll of Lesser Restoration.
Which
I'll
then you
just
could
run
scribe.
upstairs. I'll just walk upstairs at some point, looking exhausted as fuck, with a big hammer and nail, and just go to the notice board and tack in a note saying 300 gold to whoever gets me a lesser restoration scroll.
I swear to God,
Dibs.
someone in this fucking dorm knows Scribe Scroll, but who the fuck is it?
Is anyone wizard?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure Chronomancer trades it away. Lee?
Chronomancer shouldn't trade it away. No, it just trades away Arcane Bond.
Oh, in which case, Lillian could do it for you. Either that or Lee. Take your pick.
uh,
I mean, more would be
Lee.
Ippos' choice with scribing.
Well, yeah.
That's
In
a good
fact-
choice, because she gets 5% discount on the shit she makes.
Oh, okay. I mean, I did just put up a sign saying 300 gold to whoever makes me a
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
means
well, that
he has
means
more
she's
profit.
making more money,
Oh, okay.
so she'll happily do that. And assuming, well, if you don't want to bother Ipos, someone else can get you less restoration at least.
Because once I do that, I can basically fucking ignore fatigue and stuff.
Yeah, if you do keep doing that for too long, it will fuck you up, but for
Oh
now-
yeah, no, it's gonna
Yeah.
fuck me up.
Just the same as I'm powering through with pure willpower. It's going to mess me up at some point.
Yeah. As you can get yourself a lesser restoration. Also, I feel bad about Silas is just standing there moving. him
Though
onto the couch.
I do like the idea that, like, in the workshop, you've got Ren, who's literally just powering through with, like, coffee and willpower. And then there's Aaron, who's, like, injecting herself with drugs.
Hard drugs. Okay. Good news. Leodric's affliction is halfway done. Project separation anxiety is a third of the way done. Roughly. Okay then. Did I ever finish the infirmary, or is that something I procrastinated on? Enough of it's done that I can just fucking drag you here. Silas goes off to find Madame Moore. Notably, and probably as expected, Silas finds himself up in the infirmary. Just a second, as I'm going to shift you here. Also, I apologize. This is another map that I made way too big.
Say.
Look. Shh. Where's he? Also, should you ever need to talk to him, Princeton is here. Anyway, but basically in the end, Silas, you're going to be directed to Madame Moore, who is in one of the offices, which I'm just going to drag you down here. Confidential meeting. as I imagine Silas knocks.
Yes, I do knock, if you didn't hear.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Yeah, a gruff voice from inside just says loudly, "Come in."
And Silas will walk in. Good morning, Professor.
She narrows her eyes. Lord Verinar. Did I get
Yes,
that
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. It has been
It's
a
been a
while.
while. Yes, it is good to see that you're doing well after our last encounter.
Nothing stuck, which is a good thing.
Yes.
What can I help you with today?
I'm here to ask for your assistance on something. I'm certain you remember a lad that we brought back in from the dungeon a few weeks back.
I do indeed. Mullen's little project, yes?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm uncertain if the headmistress has informed you of any of the details on that.
She is not. Though, what happened to that boy? To make him as, I put this politely, a mess, as he was.
Is this room free of prying ears?
She quickly holds up a hand and casts a spell. That should suffice.
He is the way he is because he is right. He is at the moment host to the alchemist's soul, as
She-
well as having been changed by one of his mutagenic vats.
It's a bit weird to see a dog face quirk an eyebrow, but she does manage it somehow. Is that so? She quickly puts the quill that she's working with into an little ink pot and pushes it aside, clears her desk. Okay, what do you need then?
At the moment, we are working on a way to separate the alchemist's soul from Leodric's body,
Uh-huh.
and then place him into a new body. But the big issue is that, for now, we have gotten agreement from him that he will help us stabilize the unstable mutations in Leodric's body once he has been freed. However, I do not trust him, to put it bluntly.
A wise decision.
Yes, especially after what I've seen. But nevertheless, I'm here to you because, from what I have heard, you are a master of humanoid physiology. If there's anyone on this campus that I believe could aid us in stabilizing Leodric, should things go awry, it would be you.
Flattery will get you somewhere.
It is only flattery if it's untrue.
I don't quite believe that, but sure.
No, that's a bit bullshit. But
I did look at the boy when he came here.
Yes.
I'm afraid to say that the chances of his mutations going awry at any given moment are fairly high, though I suppose we now know why they have not done so before. After all, an alchemist should be fully in control of what they put in their body, should it all go well. I could potentially do something. I'm afraid magic is a bit outside of helping us here, but there is conventional surgery. Much of what an alchemist does to their body, insertion of glands, physical alterations. I could potentially remove some of this and make him more stable.
I'd be very much in your debt if you were able to.
Yes. The main issue there is, well, I would likely have to do this while you, no mean feat that, take the soul out of his body.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Thankfully, that is being worked on right now, how we are going to be able to successfully do that.
I see. Yes. Okay then. Steve. I will talk to Mullen. I will need her help and advice, I imagine, on getting an accurate map of what mutations he has, and I can work on a hopeful method of extracting what I can.
Excellent to hear.
What is your current plan for moving the soul? if I might ask.
Well, he's sort of stands there a little bit, glances down a couple of times, and just like
Kicks the
sort
floor.
of hums and haws.
Technically, you don't actually know because Aaron just said
No,
do it.
yeah, that's why I'm kind of humming and hawing. Because how best is he going to say this? Because as far as he knows, I will admit I'm currently unaware of the details of our major plan, the primary one.
Mhm.
However, we do have a secondary plan of using the basement as well as a few other things, as well as enlisting the aid of our headmistress.
Yes, I think I see where this is heading now.
Yes. Attempting to slay Leodric, allow the alchemist soul to naturally go into one of his own places, and then reviving Leodric.
She just quietly chuckles to herself. Oh, dastardly. Okay then. I will talk to Steve as well then.
Yes. Yeah, you mentioned whenever I said the alchemist's soul, you said pass on.
Hmm?
Did you mean to the afterlife?
Well, wherever it may go. But I imagine that specific man is destined for the hells.
That's so.
Does she not know he's immortal? Technically, he's a lich.
He's not actually much.
Well, alchemically lich.
Also, keep in mind, these things aren't exactly common in this world.
Yeah, it's fair.
Nor are they 100% foolproof.
Yeah,
Also,
probably lore.
Loa. Anyway,
But yes, that is our secondary plan if the primary falls through, as it were.
understood then.
At the moment, Erin has told him that she is able to make him a new body in 3 days.
Tight deadline?
As she tends to do, yes.
I suppose it's short, snappy. 3 days.
I will admit, it was a very poignant way of getting him to agree and intriguing him at her potential skill.
Okay then. Madame quickly roots around in her desk and pulls out a small pouch. Oh. One thing that will make this go down easier is if you could get the individual to ingest this.
I do not believe that'll be much of an issue. Thank you.
Good. I shall just toss over this pouch of powder.
So
Better
we'll catch you
drinking
with a
than
main.
eating.
Ah,
Oh,
Alright,
hell
good
yeah.
to know.
Fucking love cocaine.
damn it.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Just do
Unless
the
you
right
want
amount
to.
of drugs. Not too much, not too little. Anyway. I will see about making preparations then.
Thank you.
If you have any updates, please come tell me.
I shall. Or not. In that case, I will bid you farewell. Goodbye and good day, Madam Moore.
Good day, Lord Verenar.
Thank the
Add
gods
to
so
your
many of the
inventory
teachers
one
are.
pouch of powder.
Thank the gods so many of the teachers are reasonable.
Can Silas give me a sense motive check?
Alice have done. Would he have cast that before he came in?
Probably
How-
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm wondering
it's-
how much did Silas go into this thinking that he would need to convince Madam Moore?
This is also on the day when you had the picnic, so it's also a question of how much more do you think you're really gonna be doing today?
Yeah, that's true. So by this point, my focus scrutiny would have ran out, or the second one I cast would have.
You're still a little bit high.
Okay, so I'm getting the high bonus, which is how much?
Oh, that's only to charisma, I'm afraid. I just felt like mentioning it. Did Mullen cast anything on you? I don't think she did.
I don't think so either. Oh, that's okay. Silas has a good sense motive in and of
I can hope
himself, so let's get rid of that. Plus 10. It's not a thing anymore. Loop. There you go.
Freaking broken sense motive. As it kind of Silas says that, oh, thank God so many of the teachers are, whatever it was you said, trusting or whatever. Reasonable, that was it. You get there was a kind of like cheeky glint in her eye, almost as if she was planning perhaps planning something. Just a small hunch on your part.
Alright. Let's head back to the dorm. now.
Shift map. Which?
I am curious though.
Hmm?
We have. I was just gonna go to Nell real quick. If she's around.
Let's see. She is. Let me fucking. Where is her token in all this darkness? Or is she in her bedroom? No, where the fuck is Nell? Oh, there she is. You can find her. Let's plop her in the common
There could
room.
only be one. I killed her.
I mean, she only has 13 hit points, so you could.
Quick
she not
request
get-
for you.
Oh, hi Silas.
Would you mind identifying a bit of medicine for me?
You smell funny. Sure.
Thank you. Silas will sort of take out the pouch and say, "Here, take a small vial of this. For curiosity's sake, I want to know how it is. It's nice to know these things."
Okay. I mean, I could
Thank you.
just have a look at it now.
Excellent.
Let's see. What would be more appropriate for this? Yeah, this would be alchemy. Boop. She hums and haws, gives it a look over, opens a book, references something. I think this is a dye.
Shing?
Where'd you get it?
Oh, Madam Moore.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't answer any questions. Or any questions I had. Why would she give me a dye?
Something with a project. It's not for me. It's for someone else.
So that sounds very suspicious. Sorry, no officer, I'm just holding it for someone else. It's not my dye, I swear.
I mean, it's just dye, apparently, according to her.
Jesus razzing you. Also, Silas does smell a bit of weed, so...
Fine. He's ignoring it.
Anyway, yeah, just a dye, I think. Mix up
Alright.
with some water. Maybe an oil.
Thank you.
No problem.
I need to go rest. Lord, today's been a busy day.
Well, Princeton's gone right now, so you have a quiet room to yourself.
Yes, I glanced at him in the infirmary, and I'm very grateful that he is.
Silas makes a hasty retreat.
Move away from the junkie.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I was asking, is she actually reached level 4? Or okay, she has a negative
She
con.
is
Got
level
it.
4. She just has rolled really bad on hit point rolls and also has negative con.
Got it.
There's a reason she died falling from a height, and that's because she has the lowest hit point total of pretty much every person
Nice.
except June.
She's not a person.
Wow.
Rude.
Anyway, there's one last thing that happens for this day, which is the dorm gets a visitor. The last one for every day, at least. Which is a bit awkward because Epos, Ren, and Aaron are all in Aaron's little hidey home, and Silas is presumably napping.
Well,
But just reading a book.
Oh, fair enough.
but failing that, like, Ash can open the door, fetch us or something.
That's true. Hey, I'm just remembering that Aaron apparently has Galadriel set to like fuck up anyone who goes in there without a proper passcode.
Yep. Just fucking rocks their ass. Just destroys them.
Fucking Galadriel with his fucking 10d6 fire beam, which would probably just be like, oh hello. Brr.
Please do
Anyway,
not annihilate this person. Thank you.
I'm trying to think, who have you given the safe pass code to? Actually, I think Nell's been in your house, right?
No, Marie has. And Nell, I sort of waved her in. I didn't really give her a passcode.
Fair, but also, okay, Marie's in.
You've technically not even given Ren the passcode yet, you've just waved him in.
Yeah.
And Ipos. Well, actually, has Ipos got a passcode?
I gave Ipos the passcode because I know better.
Fair.
Wow. I'm
Hey,
pretty
I
sure
don't want to kill my emotional support kobold.
You're very limiting. He's just your emotions. Anyway. While you are working on your projects, you just hear a, hello? Is anyone up here?
Down.
Oh, right, you're weird. Hold on.
Just wave your hand around until you hit a doorknob.
Eh. Oh, there. I should probably move the lab onto this map at some point. Anyway. As Marie's just basically got poke her head in the lab and say, Rel's here for you?
Rel? Oh, Fuck,
Yeah.
sweet. I'll be back, Ren. I gotta take this.
Forgot to take this phone call.
Hey man, what's up?
As you can find Rel in your common room, and he just goes, Aaron.
Thank you, Marie. Yeah, what's up, bro?
He tilts his head. I have troubling news.
Good, please. I'll add it to the list. What's up?
I'm trying to think of how he'd put this. There have been concerning increases in the level of demonic energy around the campus.
Yes, I'm aware.
He his eyes like flicker for a second, but you know is him kind of like internally buffering. By my estimations, this is indicative of a event or similar occurring soon.
What month is it? I don't know.
To the calendar, it is Lamashtan. Lamashan. In fact,
Ippos?
it is the 29th of Lamashan.
Yeah.
Is there any like celestial events, planar events going on around here soon?
JMac?
Do you have knowledge geography?
No.
Ah.
After all, that's a subject for astrology. So.
Oh, I know look at stars.
Oh, I was figured out to ask because you know Fae stuff. I don't know if that applies, but okay.
Fae have different stars.
You're right, actually. Huh. Never thought about
Marie, who's
that.
probably still nearby, goes, there's not. Or at least not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this means anything to you, Rel, but there is currently a potential incursion of Lamashtan forces below us from the basement.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Doop. That would explain many things.
Yeah. Do you know if there's like a center point? Have you been able to triangulate the source of this energy spike?
Ah, yes. As he'll move his hands and conjure up an image. And you basically just see the campus, and you know how there's like a mile away there's the old ruins of the school? It's pretty much that entire area.
Marie, could you go get Lillian?
I think she's down by the lake with Ash. As currently you're just hit by the messages that Lillian was sending during the downtime, which is watch out for crabs, basically.
Do you have the ability to cast second tier spells? Second circle spells?
Is this to Marie or to Rel?
Marie.
Yes, but not like I I don't have that much freedom in what I can do.
Okay, that's fair. Rel, do you remember that spell I gave you?
Yes.
Cool. Could you get a few people together with a few people who can probably help with the defense, some ass kicking squad, and get a bunch of people up there and start casting that spell around that area? That might be a planar breach.
I've already alerted Steve to this issue.
Okay, I need you to go up there and cast that spell a few times. I need to know if there's a portal gate around there, because that's going to put a lot of damper on our plans if that portal suddenly opens up and we can't go through.
1 second. As he performs some kind of internal calculation, I need to quickly check, because I believe locate portal's range is miles. Yes.
The problem is it's miles, but it also just points out the nearest one. So
Yeah, but there's like, I suppose the basement would count towards that.
yeah, so you kind of need to go over there. Yeah.
Or will nod and say, I shall investigate. However,
Please.
from what I can tell, it does not feel like there will be one singular manifestation.
That is. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Is that better or worse?
He shrugs. But I can also tell that whatever is about to occur is not active yet. But soon.
Do you have a. Have you been monitoring this for a while?
He shakes his head. This has been recent.
Okay. Keep track of that energy level and give me a graph to see how fast it's growing, so we can get a general idea about when it could probably breach.
Slightly, why do you make me have to fucking grams?
I'm not asking you to make me a graph. I'm just
I know,
telling
but
Rel
I'm
to
trying to
do
think
this.
about what kind of graph this would be.
Line graphs.
It's not quite an exponential graph, but it's like over a period that he's been measuring the energies, it has been steadily increasing, but it's like at a steady rate. There isn't any like fluxes or pulses in it.
Okay.
It's linear.
But it's currently
so it's
linear.
linear.
well, presumably linear for now. However, it doesn't appear. Fuck, what was I gonna say? It doesn't appear that the energies are too high quite yet. They're still low, not enough to like cause anything weird to happen as it is now, but soon, as he said, TM. I would
Okay.
estimate up to between 1 week and infinity, but something may occur.
Okay, we'll plan on 1 week. Fuck, I have a lot of stuff on my plate.
Same as
I shall
usual.
hope for infinity.
Shit. Yeah, Ash is gone. Leanne's gone.
I've
Do
included
I-
a
what
new
do I
thing in the calendar.
Project
Hmm?
Gatekeeper, it is ready to go, basically,
Yes,
right?
you could, if you have a proper location to do it, such as a planar breach, which you've seen around for elemental planes, and also for the abyss in one of the alchemist labs, you could indeed enter a plane with it. And as Lee mentioned, she would help you do this the first time or whenever you need to, in return for in return for your help later.
Got it.
Just to hold on, it should be in Project Awareness. Nope, Project Gatekeeper. Never mind. Yes, you need 2 Arcana checks, 2 Planes checks, and a Geography check.
Okay.
Oh, and also 50 minutes.
Thank you, Rel. This is both terrible and good news.
On the bright news, it appears that this may be. He pauses. Not a common occurrence, but there are precautions put in place to deal with similar incidents. I
Right.
believe your Steve called it a monster surge.
Were there any records of this happening before?
You can give me a knowledge history and / or local, but he'll also say. It appears that for the people who live on the frontier of no man's land, surges of monster populations, which have not been controlled, occur every 5 to 20 beyond years.
Great. And we just sort of landed on that time zone right now? Great.
Not quite.
I count as trained and I count as being in a library.
Alright, sure. Fair. Yeah, monster surges aren't exactly something out of here, but usually it's like, oh, this necromancer is attempting to start some shit and is like coming from the no man's land to try and take over towns and, be big evil, blah. Or it's usually like goblins or some other monstrous race. Not typically, something coming through the plains, question mark. However, there are precautions put in place, which is basically, most people on the frontier know how to handle some form of weapon
Okay,
and
that would
stuff
make
like that.
sense. It could be the mother cyst, as we've been calling it, trying to start something. She sent assassins before, and this could be another attempt on slowing our progress or stopping us.
Marie looks over. Oh, I didn't mean to mention, but we did find something weird, and also summarily dealt with the weirdness. You know that there's all those tunnels underneath the school?
I'm aware.
Yeah, there's a bunch of eggs, weird orangey eggs, below there. I don't
Did you
suppose you'd
dissect
happen.
one?
But I didn't. But now
Oh.
that then there's these weird like isopody things.
Oh, those. They have a parasitic poison that lay eggs in people, so they can't move while they're in the process.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, those. Yeah, we had a few problems with that. I had a few to attack me and try to break into the dorm when an old lady tried to infiltrate our dorm. I dealt with it.
Marie just blinks. Okay. Well, I think we got rid of our eggs at least.
Okay.
Or
Did
some
you see
eggs.
any signs of a person setting this up?
No.
Okay.
It was
I
in
have
one of the.
I have Robert currently on a task to go find this old lady. She's actually a simulacrum of whoever is setting up these monster assassins in the time vault.
Okay. That's
She's
pretty fucked up.
yes. It's not
Why
actually a
would you-
simulacrum, not made of snow. It's made out of meat, but it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think the material is really the thing in question here. If it's
Fair.
And
They've been able to push some creatures through. I'm not sure how they're doing it. If they're able to poke holes in it, or if they're able to open tiny portals for things to come out and mature on the surface like eggs, which would also make sense. But currently, I don't know. Frankly, I just need more information about this person who's been around. I've seen multiple instances of her.
Marie pauses and goes, remember how I was telling you about that weird thing with all the body parts appearing?
Yes,
I'm gonna bet it's portals.
I probably bet it's portals too. Oh, wait, that would actually make sense. If it's portals, body parts appearing,
They
all the
didn't
portals
just...
probably don't always work.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they're getting caught in between the planes, and if they're just shotgunning bodies up through portals up to us, some of them are going to work.
She's been trying to send people all this time, but all that's really made its way through is some things, not everything. But does this mean she's figured it out?
Well, at least has some chance of success with every try.
Or maybe it just costs a lot of power and now she's banking on one big thing rather than, I don't know, throwing stones into a lake.
I didn't want to do this. I was keeping this a secret for a while because I don't want everyone having a panic attack.
Pregnant.
But no.
Okay. Sorry,
That
that
would
was my attempt at
probably
levity because you're looking pretty panicked.
I am, yes. But that would also kill me, so that would also be panicking.
Aaron.
Anyways, here, Erin pulls out one of her devices for hologramic projection, tosses it on the ground, messes with her glasses, and will reveal the scene of the massive, fiery, glowing skull and the swarms of monsters.
That's bad.
That is, I got a peek. That's what I saw.
Don't like that, first of all.
Yeah, that skull thing, I believe, is, if it's not alive, it is where the Mother Cyst is held.
Okay then.
There's a lot of bodies.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot.
There's a
I
lot.
didn't count. A lot.
An army?
Army.
I suppose.
To be fair, they did pull an entire campus of people into a time vault, and they've had years to do this.
And she's been making all these things, so I suppose it's... I'm gonna go talk to Lee and make sure that everything is ready for things potentially going tits up.
Please.
Yeah. Rel, you said a week? At minimum. Okay.
Rel, are you combat capable?
He tilts ahead. In theory.
Do you want to be...
I would not suggest it, however.
Do you want to be more combat capable?
Do you have a suggestion?
I can cannibalize some of my father's works and give you something.
I'm unaware of how effective this may be with my... He looks down. Current body. Considering...
I mean, technically your power source should be able to run you currently at around 60 years, and I was going to worry about that later. But if I gave you something more, like an energy projection device, it might run you out pretty quick.
Yes, I am capable of certain magical feats. However, I could potentially fight. But I would be by no means proficient.
Frankly, I think actually you're in a better position to deal with information gathering.
That is my intended purpose.
Rel, this doesn't leave between you and me, but go harass Lillian about a certain mirror. You might be able to get some information from it, and also may be able to use it really well.
He tosses his head. Understood?
Just, you'll understand when you see it. If you can actually convince her to let you get close to it, because you're very trustworthy, because, gestures.
He feels... Yeah, you said even though he doesn't quite have emotions, he feels touched. Somewhere deep in his robotic core.
Thank you, Rel.
Understood.
I'm
I will
sorry.
seek Lillian.
I'm really sorry I haven't been able to hang out with you more, because I'm really still curious about everything about Anna Kapoor, but I've been swamped. Thank you for talking to me.
It is no bother. The passage of time is different for you and I.
Yeah. Still, thank you.
He nods.
Marie, I Surprisingly, there's something even more pressing I'm working on right now, Marie. So
Yeah, I've noticed that you've been inside your workshop a lot more lately.
I haven't
recently.
slept in a day and a half.
Yeah, you look bad. I don't want to say it, but you look bad.
Erin is tapping her leg faster than you could probably.
I was gonna say that's not even close to a record for her.
I'll be fine.
Will you?
No. But you're gonna have to look on the information gathering part of this. I can't do it.
Okay. No, I can do this.
You're
Quickly
gonna.
checking.
I'm sorry, but I've already split up your party. Robert's looking for the lady and also part of my project for me. He'll be back soon, I hope. And Laz is currently disposed. He'll be back whenever he gets back.
Why did you say that so suspiciously?
Because I don't know how to talk right now.
Okay. I'm going to chalk this up to you being tired and not because you've sent him on a death mission.
He's not on a death mission.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't do that.
Hold on. Where's Marie? Since motive time. She knows you wouldn't do that, but still.
Yeah.
It's her God-given right to roll a skill check. Okay. Right. Fuck. But Marie will head to go get shit ready, I suppose.
Marie, this is getting past the point where I need to worry about secrecy on this. Just do your best.
Sorry, I've already forgotten. What did you ask her to do?
Go investigate the
Oh, right.
energy surge, get information, figure out what's going on, and start piecing together whether these portals are actually coming from this time vault and how they're doing it.
Okay, let me just structure her to-do list.
Basically the same thing with Rel, who I wanted to go see if there's a planar breach being formed over there.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna take a few minutes to write stuff down. If you need to go to the toilet or pub, grab a drink, now's a good time.
Erin's going to take a moment to scream into the couch and then go back downstairs.